Hey guys, what's up today? Random Andrew here. Welcome to the Daily Random Vlog. Just a quick, short update video again today, but I do have something interesting to show you. And rather than go on and on, I'm just going to jump right into it. No, I'm not taking a break from the daily random vlog. I want to keep this daily. 600 and some odd days into it so far. Why would I stop just because we have some crappy days out there? And trust me, it's windy. It wouldn't even be worth trying to film out there. So, yeah, I feel like I'm housebound until I can go out and film. So here, have a look at what I'm working on today. Alright, for everybody who doesn't know, this is Craig's Axial Dingo. It's SCX10. He's got his upgraded chassis servo mount. So he mounts it up here instead of down here, which led to panhard bar problems. I think I just like the axle servo on axle setup better. That's not what I'm working on today. This right here, when there's a screw in place, there's still a lot of excess play. It's something I just noticed, and I'm gonna fix it right now. Anybody else tell me what's wrong with this picture? This is the front of the truck. And this is the way it was set up when it came to us. Yes, I've tried to put bushings in, everything to try and tighten that up and get rid of the play form because it leads to this. Like, I'll show you, go down further. Look, it doesn't help that he has bad bearings in there. The bottom has still got where the excess play is. Can you see that? I'm not forcing it too hard, but you can see the green part, the green piece, the C-hub itself is moving. No, not the C-hub, the bearing carrier. And look at this. Look at this. Look at all that grass wrapped around the axle. I have to fix that. Anyhow, I'm taking this all apart today. I'm taking this all apart today. You guys seen what the problem is? You see these red pinkish colored C-hubs? You're looking at the front of the truck. This is actually the right hand side of the truck. This is the left hand side of the truck. I'm not sure why somebody has these all backwards, but I'm switching that around right now. And yes, those are, I think those were 45 caliber slugs. We drilled holes in the middle, ran some vaporizer through it. I gotta tighten them down a little bit, but that's like perfect weight for the front of the truck. So once I get everything switched around, I'll put it back together and show you guys how much slack is still, or slop is still in these parts. And I suggested to Craig just to get different ones. Something that fits more appropriate. Well, everything's switched around. These weights have been tightened up a little bit. That's the angle they sit at now. Does that look about right, you guys? I don't know, maybe there was a reason why those weren't sitting the way that they were. Or the reason... Maybe that's the reason they were sitting the way that they weren't. You know what I mean. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say at that point. But the right side is on the right side, and the left side is on the left side. We'll give that a shot. Sure, as long as the wheels spin and it climbs hills, Craig will be happy it does what it does. So I finished throwing that back together now. You can see the size of the hole in the spacer here. And then it needs this little sleeve, this little brass sleeve, to take up most of the room. See if I can't tap that one under there just to show you the size, the actual size of that hole. Of course, when you want it to come out, it doesn't want to come out. But when you want it to stay, it won't stay. Okay, I seen where that went. Yeah, look at the size of that. That is a huge hole for this size of a screw. Okay. See that? It's like it should have one of those Traxxas suspension screws in there, maybe. I'm gonna try a few other things, and yes, I do need to cut my fingernails. They just grow incredibly fast, so I do them when I can keep a track where those fingernail clippers are. But that's not the focus subject here. Okay? Honkin' sized hole. Gotta have the spacer in there. And again, that's with it in there. See how much space it occupies, and yet there's still a bit of slop to be taken up. Well, what can you do? Another key point, if you do have an issue with that falling out of there all the time, just put a little bit of grease in there and then stick it in. The grease will help hold it in place while you assemble what you gotta assemble. So to be honest, as far as the deadbolt goes, I'm not really too sure what's going on. I did a little test run around the apartment. Everything seems alright that way so far. Steering's good, and when I adjusted the endpoints this time, how would that be put? Underset them, so I didn't go right to the end of the steering ability and ended it there. I went just a shy little bit before that, so yeah. I'm just playing it extra safe in case that was the problem. When I tested that Arma servo in Clifford, it's not good. It works a little bit, and then it just starts kind of... It's almost like there's dirt in the gears or something. So I'm going to try a little bit of something else with that. If you guys want to see work on a servo, that kind of video covering what those gears look like inside there. Maybe you haven't torn apart a servo yet, and you might like to see that kind of thing. I'm willing to make a video if you want to see it, but just a warning, it probably wouldn't be that interesting. Here's a change that I haven't shown you guys yet. I did some resorting around, reorganizing, and tried to make a little bit more room to organize the trucks, the area of the trucks. Have a look at this. So there's Trigger 77, correct me if I'm wrong, 77 Firebird. The HPI body's the 76, but hey, close enough, right? And Clifford's still nice and dirty from his last run. The chassis is clean, but the body's dirty. Not back together, not ready to go yet. I either am going to put the steering servo back in Trigger and run Trigger on road, or have Clifford for off-road. I doubt the plastic geared servo that I intend to put back in it is going to last long inside of a Summit. Anyhow, then we have the deadbolt. If you're fairly new to the channel, in case you're wondering, yeah, I made those. It's just kind of a way to lift the truck up and keep it from sitting directly on, like, the weight of the truck on the tires. Avoids getting flat spots. I never thought anything of it, and Sam Waters said he tips his truck on a side, or he'll throw it up on jack stands, scale jack stands, to prevent that flat spot on the tires. And ever since he mentioned it, you know what, Sam? There you go. And then Craig's Dingo is all ready to go. You guys seen the work just not too long ago on that. A couple minutes probably for you guys. And then, oh, what's this? Some chassis. But they're not mine. These are Chewy's spare chassis for his two-wheel drive monster he's going to build. And then you guys remember this here. This is OD, overdriven, overdone, overdrive. Just, oh dang. This thing is fast. Crazy fast. 4x4 slash. If he wants to give you guys a nice thorough walkthrough sometime, I'll bug him for it for you guys. But you know, you can just see he's got a lot of work into this truck. It's a beautiful machine. And I think he should really go 8 scale Castle. But I mean, who can afford to just go and buy 8 scale power setups anyways? If I could, there'd be one in Trigger, in Megas, who is sitting right here. It's just waiting. That's all I need is an 8 scale power supply. And while I got you guys over here, let's have a look and see what's in this box here. I still got this. It's got the 5mm output shaft. It's really supposed to be an 8 scale motor. It's a 540L, 5700 kilovolt, Speed Passion Blaze. And it really does need an 8 scale power supply to get the full power out of it. Be happy enough to run it on 4S, let alone 6. That in Megas is gonna really scream. And then of course, right up here, guest, waiting for a proper set of SCX10 axles. You know, if I could have got a hold of those AR44 axles to go underneath the Gecko, then Gecko's axles would come up and go underneath Guest, and then Guest would pretty much be ready to go. Gonna most likely end up having a sawback transmission in it instead of the Nightcrawler transmission. I'd even be willing to trade these Losi Nightcrawler axles for a decent set of SCX10 axles. Because these are more for a course, like a crawling course, where you don't need the trailing speed. And then the gearbox might as well go with them if I can get a trade on that. But that's a project in the way. I was really hoping to have him done by now. And speaking of projects in the go, about guest build and the dog tags, I'm going to give you guys a nice little update on that tomorrow. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten, guys. Just haven't been feeling 100%. You know, the doctors just put me on blood pressure medication, and ever since I've been on it, I've been feeling really kind of overtired, just not well, you know? So dealing with the adjustment to that and this crap weather out there, I've been just wanting to get out and do something, you know. So if you're in the area and you're thinking of getting out and doing something, let me know. Get me at the house. There's got to be more. Anyhow, speaking of more plans, I want to discuss with you guys. I want to share some plans about the whole random AV and as well the bus project, which is really a long-term project, but it's still a lot of thoughts I'm having towards it and some information coming in about it that I'm really putting a thought up here. So stay tuned, because that is going to be some really vital information, especially if you're looking and thinking into bus life or ways to make it just easier to travel, right? And that's really what the bus life is all about, is traveling, but living traveling. It's exactly as the name says, bus life. You're living in a bus, not down by the river. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry it hasn't been a more interesting last few vlogs, but it's just kind of a standstill feeling point right now. Things will be picking up. Don't you worry. Those who don't walk away are not disappointed. Anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching. I appreciate your time and support. It's a rare and valuable commodity these days, and thank you for sharing it with me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. It really does help grow the channel. Click like if you enjoyed today's video, and share the heck out of the daily random vlog. Let's get it out there. Very tired Random Andrew, ending the vlog. Think positive. Keep a smile on your face. You know I'm trying in these trying times. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Vlog over.